I've always loved Kyrie from before I met him to when I became his teammate to even now.
After exploring his limited alternatives elsewhere in the league, 8-time All-Star guard Kyrie Irving of the Mavericks signed a free agent contract with Dallas, stating that he was happy to come back here. Irving was traded from the Brooklyn Nets to the Mavericks during the previous season, and although losing time with an injury, he showed promise in his brief time with the team to end the 2022 to 2023 season. Irving averaged 27.0 points, 5.0 rebounds, and 6.0 assists in 20 games with the Mavs the previous season. He also shot 51.0% from the field and 39.2% from outside the arc. In the first hour of free agency, Irving and the Mavs came to an agreement on a 3-year contract for up to $126 million, arranged by his stepmother and agent Shetelia Riley Irving. The Mavs were able to pay Irving a lot more than other interested parties, like the Phoenix Suns, who were only able to offer veteran minimum agreements in free agency since they acquired Irving's bird rights after trading for him last season. This was Irving's first media appearance since the last week of the previous season. It wasn't too difficult of a process, he stated. Dallas ranked first on my list. Naturally, I searched for other possibilities with salary caps and places where I could socialize with other players in the league, but there wasn't much room. Now that I'm 31, I feel that I need to see things from a different angle and that I can't just stay here. Instead, I wanted to be able to return and be greeted with a hug. So I took everything into account. I took my time a few days before free agency, just to be with my family to gauge how they felt about being in Dallas alongside me. And everybody was excited. I mean, even when I got traded here mid-season, a lot of my family was excited, and they were just looking forward to me having peace of mind just on the court and off the court. I'd already dealt with enough last season, or the past 2 seasons, so they knew that I just wanted a lot of that off my back and off my shoulders of feeling like I had to be Superman or I had to be perfect. I just wanted to be myself. And then going on the last few years just figuring myself out. So I think this is the best place to do it and continue to mature and grow as a man. Despite Irving's strong individual stats, Dallas signed him with the hope that he and Luka Doncic would propel the team into the title hunt. Instead, the Mavericks missed the postseason for the first time since the 2018-19 season as they faltered out of the Western Conference playoff race. With a full training camp and preseason to improve on their chemistry, before the 2023-24 season begins, Irving and Doncic believe they will be much better this year because of the extra practice. Regarding his chemistry with Irving, Doncic stated, "I mean better for sure," according to McMahon last year. He arrived in the middle of the season, leaving us short on time. We immediately started playing games. We missed much of training camp and the preseason because it takes time to develop chemistry, particularly on the court. Thus, I believe it will be much better. After acquiring Grant Williams this summer in a sign and trade with the Boston Celtics, the Mavericks ought to be enhanced as well. His effect on both ends of the court should be seen right away as he's anticipated to be added to the starting lineup. When Dallas plays the San Antonio Spurs on October 25 to start the season, all eyes will be on Irving and Doncic to see whether they can bring the Mavericks back to the top. A player option is included in Irving's contract for the final season. Additionally, there are $6 million in incentives total, $1 million for participating in at least 65 games per year, and an additional $1 million if Irving participates in at least 58 games and the club wins at least 50 games. Irving played 60 games for the Brooklyn Nets and Mavs last season, and Dallas concluded with a 38-44 record. For this reason, the incentives are officially categorized as improbable. I wanted wins and the number of games I play to be the basis for everything that was structured in my contract incentive-wise, stated Irving, who last appeared in over 65 games for the Boston Celtics in 2018-19. I can hear every sound. I therefore just wanted to make sure that heading into the season, I had some reasonable expectations for myself in addition to some amicable terms with the goal of simply playing as many games as possible. In an attempt to acquire a co-star to complement Luka Doncic, Dallas executed a sensational trade in February to get Irving, sending Brooklyn an unprotected 2029 first-round pick, along with starter Spencer Dinwiddie and Dorian Finney-Smith. But in the final 2 months of the campaign, the Mavs lost steam and were eliminated from the postseason. Despite Irving's foot and Doncic's thigh ailments, Dallas struggled when they started together, losing 5-11 of those games. "I think we were being too passive with one another," stated Irving on the court. "Everyone knows that both of us are killers. We desire victory, together with other players who have experience in this league or younger players who we still need to coach more. We just need to keep up this constant mindset and do our best to lead the squad." Thus, everything has been a teaching moment. Last year, it happened so quickly, and there was a lot of expectation on us to win now, big time, and to prove to everyone that Luka and Kyrie could win games. As a result, we were responding to many inquiries for which, to be honest, I don't think we were prepared. And health is everything in this league. So us not being 100% and going through last season and trying to do the best we could mentally, emotionally, and physically, I gotta give ourselves some grace and some credit. Even though Irving had a strong career on his own, Dallas signed Irving in hopes that he and Luka Doncic would propel the franchise into the championship picture. Instead, the Mavericks missed the postseason for the first time since the 2018-19 season, as they faltered out of the Western Conference playoff race. With a full training camp and preseason to improve on their chemistry. Before the 2023-24 season begins, Irving and Doncic believe they will be much better this year because of the extra practice. After acquiring Grant Williams this summer in a sign and trade with the Boston Celtics, the Mavericks ought to be enhanced as well. His effect on both ends of the court should be seen right away, as he is anticipated to be added to the starting lineup. With a whole offseason to recuperate physically, Irving, Doncic, and the entire Mavs team will attempt to break the pattern of having a poor start to the season, gaining as many victories as you can early in the arduous 82 game. Regular season is crucial to avoid playing from behind for the majority of it. If the Mavericks, in their new look, are up to the task, we'll find out soon enough. Having played 7 games thus far this season, Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks hold the second-best record in the NBA 6-1. Irving believes that the Mavs' enhanced team dynamic is the reason for their early season success. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, don't forget to hit that likes button below. And if you want to stay updated with more great content like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking the red button and ringing the notification bell so you never miss any future content from us. Your support means the world to us.